So, I love the Chao Garden, and for what's supposed to be just an optional side mode, it's actually surprisingly complex. There's just so much you can do in the Chao Garden, and many different types of Chao that you can make, and activities you can do such as the karate and race modes. It's just a really great side mode, and I'd spend so many hours just on the Chao Garden as a kid, and I still actively play Chao today. Chao Gardens appeared in just a handful of Sonic games. Obviously you got Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and then in the advanced games you had the Tiny Chao Garden, which connected to the GameCube versions of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And while the Chao are still an iconic part of the Sonic series and still appear as background characters in Sonic games to this day, it's been quite some time since we've had an actual playable Chao Garden in a Sonic game. When discussing the return of Chao Gardens to Sonic games, quite a few things come up. Obviously you have integrating the Chao Gardens fully like how they originally were in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and I think this is what most people want. Then you have the idea of a standalone Chao game, and then the big one that everybody talks about, a Chao game for mobile phones. Like, how could Sega not do this? It's just a no-brainer idea. It'd make them a ton of money, and this mobile Chao Garden app or game or whatever could also be connected to a Chao Garden in a new Sonic game, kind of like how you used to be able to connect the Game Boy Advance Tiny Chao Garden to the Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure DX and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube. There's just so much you can do with a mobile phone Chao Garden game, and like I said, obviously it would make a lot of money and be very popular as well. Well, actually Sega have done this before, all the way back in 2002 actually. Nakayoshi Chao, which is Japanese for Good Friend Chao, is a mobile phone game that was released through Sega's Sonic Cafe service on May 24th, 2002. If you don't know what Sega Cafe is, it's basically a Japanese subscription service provided by Sega, where you would pay a monthly fee of 315 yen to have access to a pretty sizable library of Sonic the Hedgehog themed mobile games. The service was available to iApply phones, and it ran from 2001 to 2007. Some of the games provided by the service were Sonic Golf, Sonic Racing Kart, Sonic Jump, Shadow Shoot, and obviously many more, Nakayoshi Chao being among these titles. So as for what Nakayoshi Chao is actually like, we actually have very little information on that, being available only through a Japanese subscription service to certain mobile phones, along with a few other factors which I'll get into later in the video. This game is completely lost to time. All we have are just a few screenshots and descriptions of what the game is like, provided by an archive of the old Sega Cafe website. I was also able to find this one article from the Sonic Stadium that was written and published around the time the game first came out, and I'm pretty sure this is just a little summary of what the Sonic Cafe website said about the game, and it does provide the same screenshots as the Sonic Cafe website as well. So here's what the website says about the game. It was originally in Japanese, and I put it into Google Translate, so it might not be, you know, a perfect translation or anything like that, but it seems to have done a pretty good job on here, and it's pretty understandable. Chao appears in 3D at Sonic Cafe. A 3D app is one of the new features of the 504i series. A lovely, mysterious creature, Chao lives in the 3D space of a mobile phone. Detailed gestures, facial expressions, and even voices have been reproduced. When you get along with Chao and redecorate the room and play with him, Chao will talk to you. If you take good care of it, your friend Chao may live in it. You can also redecorate the room by downloading the wallpaper of Chao's room from the network. As more types are added, create your favorite room as if you were changing the standby screen. Game content. A cute Chao lives in your mobile phone. You can change the settings with the following buttons while the app is still running. Asterisk key, sound on and off. Pound key, backlight on and off. Basic operation, direction key, camera operation, enter, key focus movement. It does not matter when there's only one Chao. Left soft key, action. Basically, you can play with just the left soft key. Action. You can greet Chao or play with it by pressing the left soft key. The contents of the left soft key will change from moment to moment. Press while the action you want to take is displayed. Remodeling the room. When Chao is in a good mood, he will talk to him a lot. As you exchange conversations, other Chao will live and you will be able to redecorate your room. Enjoy chatting with cute Chao. So yeah, this game seems like it was pretty simple, but probably a fun little Chao experience to have on the phone. Again, this still doesn't tell us a whole lot. It says you can play with your Chao, but it doesn't really say what that entails, whether it's just a little interaction you can do with them, or if there are actual mini games like the Tiny Chao Garden. The Chao talk to you when interacting with them, and probably just have like some cute lines like the Tiny Chao Garden also had. And there is the implication that you can have multiple Chao actually, and not just one. There's even this screenshot right here that shows 2 Chao on the same screen. And decorating your Chao's room also seems to be a main mechanic of this game, but it doesn't really show much of that in any of these screenshots. And that's really all we know about Nakayoshi Chao. Yeah, not a lot, and like I did touch on earlier, this game is completely lost, and actually finding this game would be a very difficult task. As I said, the very obvious, this was from a old Japanese subscription service that has been shut down for many years now, so that alone would make it quite difficult to recover. And I ended up speaking to someone online randomly who does know a bit more about these types of games than I do, and I was told that this game is an iMode game, which is currently undumpable, so even if it was found, there would be no way to dump it online. And the best bet to finding these games is actually looking through old Japanese phones to see if they have the game downloaded on the phone itself. So the chances of actually finding this game are slim to none. There's always a chance that Sega has this locked up in a vault somewhere, but actually getting it straight from them would actually be very unlikely, and looking through phones for it would probably be a more efficient way of going about this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As a huge Chao fan myself, this really interested me, and I hope it somehow gets recovered someday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and as always, make sure to like and sub if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.